Guys, remember to hit the like button. It really helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you enjoy the content.
I mean, okay. Going Inspiration against Gangplank is not bad. Again, Inspiration is really good because you're going to have a lot of sustain early game. Unfortunately, yeah, you did pick Doran's Blade. I mean, it happens. Let me see. It has happened to me a lot too. Let me see if I can. I'm not even showing you my screen. I'm kind of dumb.
It's so like, it's weird because the matchup you would normally want sustain, but I feel like if I build sustain in my runes and stuff versus GP, then I just lose anyway because if I can't trade back against him, then I feel like the lane's kind of doomed.
I mean, yeah, but both Second Wind and Doran Shield or Corrupting Pot work really well against him, right?
Yeah, like I've tried Second Wind, Doran Shield, and I've run it quite a few times because like in theory I'm always like in theory this should be really good, but every time I do it I always end up like being like, well, I can't stop him from getting that like 700 gold back, and then once he has Sheen he just like completely destroys me, and I can't like my sustain doesn't like do enough against Sheen, and I can't do anything back to him.
Yeah. Okay. Again, Inspiration Secondary is a good buy against him.
Okay.
And it's actually even better if you want to be a little bit aggressive early game, just to kill him or not let him back at 700 gold. It's actually a little bit better buy, in my opinion.
Yeah. So and kind of again, I like experimenting. I experiment a lot against GP. I just like trying different stuff. But I think my favorite setup is, I mean, Flash and AP, like to build like Ludens or something.
Okay. Flash AP. Why did you take Ignite? Just experimenting?
Kind of. I've been taking Ignite versus GP recently, and it's actually worked really well. Like again, it's one of those things where it's like Flash should be better, but Ignite's been working out for me.
Okay, if it works out for you, just.
But I feel like it's really cheesy. Like I feel like I go up like 1 or 2 divisions and it won't work anymore.
Okay. Yeah, that also makes sense, and that's also true. People don't get cheesed as easily, higher elos. But you're kind of getting there. You're platinum 3 right now.
I'm platinum 2. I've
platinum 2. You're almost out.
Yeah, I've fallen. I was platinum 1 when we started.
Okay. Why PDA?
My second account is higher elo than my main.
I mean, if you're running Ignite, PDA makes sense too, just because you want to cheese really hard.
Say I like I'm okay with Second Wind, Doran Shield. I recognize that is good. Fleet footwork is just too much for me though. Like into GP, like at that point, I'm like I can never touch this guy. If you're going AP, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine if you're going AP. If you're going AD, it's just I can't.
Okay, you go AP this game, right?
I go AD.
Okay. They have a lot of magic damage. They have a lot of like.
I thought AD
damage.
was fine this game because like we do have an Eve and they can't really like build tank.
Yeah. What mythic did you buy?
Gale Force. I think Gale Force is great against GP.
That was I was gonna say. It's great against all their team, actually.
Yeah, it's good against Brand too. And Elyst.
Exactly. I was gonna say if you're gonna go AD, at least go Gale Force. I'm very happy you went Gale Force. Doran's Blade sad. Okay. I love your skin, man. That's the water chroma, right? That's my favorite one, I think.
It's the obsidian chroma.
Oh. No, my favorite one is the water chroma. It looks really like they look really similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys try to go for an invade. They, fortunately for them, they sent Brand mid, so.
Are you ready to witness the beauty that is Platinum 2?
Let's go. Okay. Actually, very sad that you don't have a Corrupting Pot there, but I mean, you're still doing a ton of damage in your Doran's Blade, man. Oh god, poor guy. That's actually very sad.
Yeah,
I mean, Ignite OP.
it's the patterns, man. I do that every game against GP. They always sit in that bush and they'll. That guy actually played safer than most. Most of the time, they try to fight me at first.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
guy just straight up ran.
most people would try to fight a Kayle, especially as GP. Like their passive is really strong early game. But I mean, you have Ignite
So,
Doran's play.
normally I get the kill solo, but that time I could only get it because of Pantheon. And
True.
because he turned again at the end for some reason.
True. Okay, let's see how you do your laning phase. Gonna remove this for a second. I mean, you obviously can't really go for short trades against him because he has grasp and he also has his Q. So
I'm always fine. I'm always fine with taking like a short trade with that at the beginning of lane though, right? Like a little bit of poke because it gets the lane pushing to me.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, like I'll do that thing, like you do that too, right? Where like say against other matchups too, like against a Gnar, I'll literally like walk up and like basically ask him to auto attack me. Because I'm like, if he auto attacks me, then I take a little bit of damage, but the wave pushes to me.
Exactly. That works out really well. I've you know who I've been doing that a lot against? Fiora. Just let them take the vital proc. Let them take the vital proc for free. It just starts pushing into me.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's very good. What I was saying is that you're not gonna against gameplay. You're obviously not gonna win short trace. You're only gonna win if you go for all ins.
Yeah.
Only all ins in this situation. So yeah. I would only honestly, unless this guy messes up insanely hard, most of the time I only turtle up this lane to level 6 and then I try to go very aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is kind of sad, man.
That was just a bad cue to take.
By the way, Elyst recognizes here that Evelynn is a champion that's really bad for clearing. Like the first clear, she's really unhealthy. Normally she's at like half health.
Started upside this game.
Yeah, exactly. And well, Kayle, you're like your team is on weak side right now. Even if you see this, you can't do shit about this.
Oh, I was in base, so I couldn't have leashed. That's why she had to start bot.
Yep. Not much you can do about that. I mean, Pantheon's already there. Let me see what happens. I mean, you can walk there.
Yeah, I probably should have. Yeah.
Yeah, right now you could have walked there. If Pantheon was not there in time, there's no point in walking there, but I mean, yeah. Okay. What's your CS right now? 15 to 17, pretty good against this guy early game. It's pushing towards him, so he's gonna get a little bit more CS here.
Yeah, it was a bad trade to take again.
Yep. Obviously, you can bait his barrels into pushing into you every single time. Oh, this is such a bad place to be on.
Yeah.
Did you not know Elyst was here because of Evelynn?
I did, but like, what am I? Like, I guess I could. Okay, I guess I could try to like just back off. Yeah, I could back off. And TP,
I would back off 100%. If this girl's a little bit competent, you're gonna get dived here.
I mean, I was thinking like, for some reason, I kind of remember this moment. For some reason, I thought that Eve was just too low to help at all. So I was like, if I back off, I'm just gonna get like solo killed.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can't. But I can because I think I thought Eve was lower than she is. Like Eve's still at half health. We could win the 2v1 if Elyst tries to cut me off.
She's backing though. I mean, if she backs and you stay here, this is a free dive. If the Elyst is somewhat good, Elyst is the best solo diver in the game, early game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Don't worry. This is Plat 2 though. You don't have to worry about what should happen. Both sides mess up here. I mess up and they mess up.
At least they're recognizing this is a free kill. Like, this is 100% a free kill. Elyst has to start tanking though. Oh my god, that's so bad. Okay. This guy playing is really bad, man. He should have just pushed that in and waited for the Elyst, but yeah. The Elyst played that well, the Gangplank not so much. Okay.
Yeah, he's a Gangplank one trick, by the way.
I would have kept my TP here. It's pushing towards him. So that's why you might have thought that TPing here was a good play, but even if it's pushing towards him right now, he has a little bit of a bigger mating wave. You're not gonna lose that much.
He is like 3 casters up, and I'm like my wave's already down a minion.
Yeah, true. Might be. That's true. That's true. I thought I was gonna push into him. Kind of misread the wave there. Maybe.
I mean, yeah. I think I still would have made the mistake of TPing, even if it was gonna very slowly push into him.
Yeah. If it's very slow. Okay, this is very important. Imagine if it was very slowly pushing into him. It's not worth it to use your TP in that side, because even if it is, like, you're only missing like 4 minions and you're still with TP. You're not putting it on cooldown. So good thing I misread that wave.
Especially when I'm like this far ahead, right?
Exactly. Well, good thing I misread that wave, because you got to learn something new because of it. You got a very nice. You got a very nice freeze right here. Let me see your EXP. How do you see EXP on this thing? Never.
I have
Okay,
no
here
idea.
it is. Here it is. You're almost level 6. One more minion. I would have zoned this guy. Wait, I would have zoned this guy 100%.
Yeah, I could have played more aggressive here.
Yeah, this guy's level 5. You have a nice freeze right now. I honestly, I would have thinned this out a little bit before he got here, and then try to zone this guy off minions. You shouldn't be afraid right now, especially if press the attack.
Yeah, I think I'm just not playing around power spikes well enough. I think I'm still in like early game be scared of GP mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that's definitely like it's one of those things that like low elo players have a lot of trouble with, is playing around power spikes. You must have noticed, right? Like when you're not like a high elo player, you tend to have a lot of problems with like shifting your mindset once you hit a power spike.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. Like you can tell, like you must feel it when you're playing Kayle in low elo, where you'll just like you let them win early game, and then you just feel that they're just keep being overconfident even when you start hitting your power spikes. They just keep
being overconfident even after level. Like there's some matchups where you start winning level 6, and they
so
just
that
don't
was
know
definitely
that.
an example of that there, where I just wasn't playing around my power spike.
Exactly. But yeah, doesn't really matter. Let's see your CS right now. Your CS is actually very good at the moment. Yeah, actually, really strong 3-1. Okay. Again, you're slow pushing this wave. You don't want to fast push until the next wave. Next wave is a cannon minion wave, so you don't want to fast push that either. If this was a regular minion wave, you could have pushed that in and just backed, and like the next minion wave was going to be a cannon minion wave, because it's 2 regular minion waves and then 1 cannon minion wave. So if this was a regular minion wave, I would push this and back. You have a cannon minion wave as a next one, and then you just get a free back. Especially since you're just so strong right now. But since it's a cannon minion wave, you want to hold this.
And I mean, if it was a normal minion wave, I couldn't slow push it anyway, because yeah,
exactly.
It would like walk right in front of his tower.
Okay. Is pretty much textbook. Push this under tower and back. Can't really do anything for that plate. If you stay here, he's just gonna clear this, and you're stuck in a minion wave that's gonna push it to you. So it's just better to back here.
I was actually, there's a thought in my mind where I was kind of like, should I back here? Because I kind of wanted, I wasn't sure if Gangplank could shove out the next wave, and I kind of wanted to set up a freeze. But I actually had a pretty good buy here.
Yeah. And it depends also on what champion you're against. If they have a lot of wave clear, it's better to back. If you're against a Fiora and a Shen and you think you can get a blade for free and they cannot, like they're very low or something, go for it. Fiora and Shen have terrible wave clear, but against this guy, it's not worth it. And you got all.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about getting a plate and backing. I was thinking about potentially just like actually staying in the lane and setting up a freeze.
No. It's not. It's never worth it. It's just better to back, grab your buy, and go back to lane. If it was for a plate, I would have understood it, but just staying there is not good. Especially as a late game champion to scale, you just want to grab your power spikes as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a free freeze here. He's gonna back for free freeze. Very nice. And now you only last hit. Let's see what is happening here. I mean, your team has that covered. You're good. Kind of an early. Okay. Sad.
That is an interesting fight. How important do you think it is? I think I'm pretty good at it already, but how important do you think it is to learn to like last hit, you know? Like how, like, you know, get the just auto, like how different do you think it is between like just autoing the minion once, or if you have like a close freeze, like literally getting the last hit on it?
It depends obviously on the minion wave. I mean, you understand. I've been coaching you for like 2 months now. You obviously understand how minion waves work because your wave manipulation is great. So you know that there's some situations where the wave, if you don't last hit, the wave is going to start pushing into him and then you fuck up.
Yeah.
It's important, but it also depends like where, like, okay, let's just if we go back a second here, you walked all the way over here to create the freeze, right?
Yep.
If you're not so good at last hitting, you could have walked all the way over here to create an create the same minion wave but even further on his map.
Yeah.
So you don't have to last hit. But again, you're exposing yourself a lot more because the minion wave is going to be on his side of the map. So you're
I feel like it comes more into play when you're trying to set up very specific situations. So if you're trying to set up like especially like slow pushes, like this, I feel like it becomes really important for like level 3 crashes and stuff where you're like, I want to push at a very specific speed. Because oftentimes I don't know, the way I kind of do it, like the way I learned it, I don't have the most experience in like level 3 crashes, so I'm not as good at those, but the way I learned it is basically like you like auto attack twice level 1 and then you just try to match auto attacks. And other than that, you basically just try to last hit and just push as slow as possible.
Yeah, that's also true. Well, for the level 3, i.e. the cheater recall, that's very, very important. But also not even for that, when you're slow pushing a wave, let's go back like 6 minion waves when you were trying to slow push the wave into him.
Yeah, whenever I'm slow pushing, I really try to like make sure I'm like getting it on like the last.
Exactly, because the more the enemy minions last, the bigger your wave is gonna be, and that means that it's gonna be harder for him to contest the wave. And as Kayle, that's very important. It depends a lot on the matchup, but if you're against a matchup that can all in you like Darius, that's so important. Okay. Not really Gangplank. I mean, with an extra minion wave, this guy can't really all in you. Like even right now, you can zone this guy off really hard.
My jungler is struggling
a lot. I mean, Elyst is really good against Evelyn early game.
I don't know. I knew Elyst was here. I go for this anyway. I don't know why I did.
Okay. Watch his movement. Watch how he curls into his river.
Yeah, I knew Elyst was here. I wanted to like limit test though. Like I wanted, like I know I'd lose. I'd lose 1v2 looking back at it. In the moment, I wanted to limit test and go for the 1v2.
Okay. Sad. Didn't even get the other auto attack. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was one
not the
auto,
best.
I was one auto off.
Remember?
But yeah, that is so bad for me.
Okay, why is this so bad for you? I want you to tell me why this is so bad for you.
Okay, so first of all, I'm just giving them more gold. I don't know. I don't remember if it was a shutdown, but I'm worth a lot more gold than GP. Second of all, the wave's pushing into him.
Exactly. Look at
and third of all, I'm giving gold to someone who actually can use it on the rest of the map. So I'm kind of like the gold isn't even worth much on me at the moment, while it's actually like at least can use it to still ball the rest of the map. I think it's like
your
all
macro
those reasons
is actually insane. Your macro is actually insane. For you to tell me those 3 points, I was actually only thinking about the gold and the wave, but that this girl actually using her gold on the other side of a map, it's actually pretty good, especially since what's the objectives? Scoreboard, objective timer. Especially
like
since
if the lane is even, I'd say like it's only bad because like if the lane was even, I'd say it's only really bad because it's pushing towards him. But when you're ahead like this, you just like the extra gold doesn't actually do that much on you when you're already ahead as Kayle.
Exactly. Never go for risky plays when the wave is pushing towards him.
Yeah.
That's just rule of thumb. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're gonna lose so much CS and so much XP. And this guy comes back to a potential freeze, and they can actually repeat gank you, right? If he freezes this or he TPs into this, imagine he had TP. He freezes this and then they just repeat gank you. You have no vision and you have a pink board. You're just completely screwed after that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Team just lost 3v1 mid.
Really? Let me see that. Oh, that's nice to see. I mean, it was a 1v1, but still, like...
yeah.
Wait, what? How? This brand is really strong. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was like 3 levels up on her.
Yep. Evelyn should not go for any plays. She's insanely far behind right now. She's level 6. Yeah, now imagine Elyst is still here. You die. Yeah. You die there again. 100%.
Yep.
And in higher elos, that's gonna happen. Elyst will literally wait here 2 minutes till you get back to lane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wave is pushing towards you. By the way, you should be more aggressive here. 100%. Let me see your items.
I was definitely just scared of Elyst here. But I maybe, do you think I should have just like predicted that she'd be at drag?
First, if she wasn't here waiting for you, she wasn't going to be here. And
okay.
After that, you should have said, okay, she's not here, she's going to go drag. Yep. Most of the time, a decent jungler will be on the objectives. If she's not like right here, best play for her was to be like literally waiting for you. And second best play was dragon. So yeah.
Okay.
This Elyst is really decent. She's been playing really well. Again, this is pushing towards you, so this guy's pretty screwed. I walk up in this minion. I don't let him take this for free, and he doesn't take it.
I mean,
okay, wait,
where, in the jungle.
Where? Oh, wait, I wasn't looking at the map. I thought you were just gonna ward here. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, wave is pushing towards you. You can help this for free. Okay. Oh, you almost actually lost that. Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't even lose the freeze.
Yep. It's always better to help your jungler if the wave is pushing towards you, obviously. Just like that. And he didn't even like try and push it. Like this guy is not good. Okay, just free. You have enough for Gale Force. This guy's pretty screwed, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
not much you can do about that. And you skill way better than him, obviously, so. And you have Ignite, so you can literally just dive him permanently. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of risky. I was gonna say dive him, but yeah, kind of risky, and he also has Tabby, so it's not even a good play. Okay.
Yeah, and I have a lot of gold.
Exactly. Right now, oof, dude, Gale
yeah,
Force and BF Sword.
I just spent like 2,500 gold there.
Yep. Okay. You push this, by the way.
Yeah, my damage is insane at this point.
Yeah. You push this. It's not a cannon minute whip. Even if it was a cannon minute whip, just push that shit. If he stays on the tower, you can literally dive him. You're level 11. You have Ignite. You have so much gold on him. If he stays, he's screwed.
What do you build second item against squishies when you build Gale Force?
Against squishies? Wait. When I'm building Gale Force, I most of the time just go for the Zeal item, Phantom Dancer, or if I need Grievous Wounds, I go Mortal Reminder, then Infinity Edge.
Okay, I don't really like Phantom Dancer when I'm ahead, because I feel like Phantom Dance against squishies, because I mean, in team fights, you might not get the chance to stack it really against squishies, and when you're split pushing, it's like you're already winning the split push.
What are you building?
Right now, I'm building Stormrazor.
Okay, I mean it's a good item either way. Stormrazor is
I've kind
also
of experimented with both Stormrazor and Essence Reaver, but I feel like neither of them are really great.
Stormrazor and Essence Reaver.
But like one or the other, not both.
Yeah. I don't really recommend Essence Reaver right now because of the nerf on kill. And if you actually saw my spreadsheet like 2 months ago, I actually recommended all the Zeal items and Stormrazor. I actually think Stormrazor is a good buy as a second buy, but it's very niche, so I don't really recommend it that much for people on my spreadsheet because
I mean, it's good
just
when
more
you're
consistent,
ahead, right? Because it lets you just run people down.
If you're ahead and if you're against squishies. It's just... Sorry, what?
Gale Force Stormrazor is like the ultimate kite build.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah, you just dive him permanently. One small thing here. Okay, first of all, this guy's kind of bad if he didn't recognize you were going to dive him there. Like, it's just not going to... And Ignite.
Yeah.
Right here, watch your movement. Okay. You did not go for the Gangplank as soon as you could. I would, as soon as I see him, like, right here, I would literally just dive him.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, I see that.
It's small, but it's just very important.
Yeah, I think my mindset as like kind of like playing as low elo players is kind of like if he walked up at first, he's not going to run away kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like my mindset in these things where it's like, all right, he's going to let me get an even better position. But yeah, that makes sense where it's like, if the enemy does something wrong, I should just immediately capitalize on it.
Exactly. It was very small. You still capitalized and you still dived. But that little second of movement and the auto attack you did to tower might have been very different if Elyst was top or something. Okay. Okay, you just back here. You don't go for this. You don't know where Elyst is right now. Obviously, you don't have any vision on her, so it's very risky to go with this. Like, even then, it's not even a terrible play because you have Gale Force and you're very strong. You can probably 1v2 them with Gale Force now that I think about it.
Yeah, I guess Stormers are here already. 15 minutes, 15 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
I have to wait like 10 seconds for it though.
Okay. Dude, you're absolutely insane at the moment. The only person that can kill you... No, actually, they're kind of fed. I was gonna say maybe Brand, but they're all very fed.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of those games where you do absolutely stupidly well in lane with Kayle and your team just permafeeds. Sad. You literally won this game because of your wave management, by the way. There's no other reason. Okay.
Okay.
You have no TP. Not much you can do here. Just literally perma-shove this. By the way... No, you're good. You give up Dragon here, by the way. There's no reason for you to be afraid right now. They're probably all here. Dragon, I would literally just...
Okay.
Ward here and try and take this. Let me see. Yep.
This is kind of weird. I don't know why he backs while the wave's crashing under his tower.
Yeah, this Gangplank has shown he's not a good player. I would take this 100% and then have to... First ward. Okay. I mean, you're good. You know that they're in Dragon. I'll take this and then take Wraiths. You're not taking jungle.
Yeah, I don't take it. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I see it there and I'm like, well, it's worth like 30 gold or something, right? And I'm like, it's kind of serving us a function and like stopping it from respawning so they don't get it.
No. But if you take it, you have a spawn timer on it and you can repeat take it. And you're starving this girl from farming.
Okay.
Also, you could have taken this. Okay, you're going bot. Nice play. You see that you have no auto tower. They do, so auto tower is a lot easier to take. Next objective is going to be Baron, so you're on the opposite side of the map. You don't have teleport yet, but that's going to be up by the time you get like Baron's going to spawn. Okay. Yeah, sad. And I think is are really strong, so
Yeah.
I just go bot. Try and grab this.
I think like I just play team fights way too fast.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you remember like the previous games. Well, a lot of the previous games I got caught out at the start. But I think one of the things is I just play team fights way too fast.
Yeah, that's true. Have you gotten better at that?
Not really. Well, you'll see this game that the answer is no.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I said take this. That was not okay because I didn't see this under your tower. It's just better to go for this. If this was bouncing on his tower, yeah, take this. Even if like F Evelyn, she's kind of useless. It's just better on you. Okay.
Yeah, this was the miracle game today that actually had no autofills in it.
That's kind of weird to see, especially once you're higher. Once you're higher elo, it's gonna get worse because there's not many players.
Oh no.
Okay. Just waiting for the Elyst to go. That's why you AFK there. Nice. Kind of risky to go for this. You don't have vision here. Let me see where they are. You don't know that though.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just one of those situations where it's like I kind of doubt Elyst would have warded that bush, and if it's not warded, then why would they be there?
I'm sorry. What again?
It's just one of those things where it's like I don't know, but there's no reason for Elyst to have warded the bush I was sitting in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if the bush isn't warded, then there's no reason for their team to hover bot.
Exactly. Okay, you have your TP back up, so right now, you just I literally just type to my team, Baron if they send people top bot, because most of the time people don't understand that in this elo and platinum. Okay. I would ward here right now. It's kind of risky, or just assess the situation. You do not want this to go down without you taking it, by the way. You have okay, you have no words. Sad. Okay, you see it, you see them top, so you're good. You're good to take this, or just help these guys. There's 2 plays right here. Nice ulti. Kind of late, but it still worked out. Sad. Sad.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a good ult. 'Cause, I mean, she ended up dying anyways, and I died to Vayne because of it.
True. I really thought she was gonna survive that though. Let me see. She's really low after that. I honestly don't know how she. Okay, she healed herself. Yeah, maybe she was gonna die because of that. She was still gonna get brand. Like she, even if this guy wasn't flaying her, she was still gonna die to brand passive. So yeah, maybe ulting her there was not the best play. It looked good, but it's just one of those really hard to call ultimates.
And I have no idea if I win versus Vayne if I save ult here. Like I actually just don't know who wins.
No, you don't. You don't. Especially without ulti, you just don't win that. Just really
I mean,
fed.
with ult. Like if I.
Oh, with ult? Not really. I don't. Maybe you could have killed.
I can never kill her, but I don't know if she can kill me. You know, I mean, I can't kill her because she can E me away during ult.
Exactly.
But I also don't know if she can kill me or not.
Maybe you could have killed Trash though. I wouldn't have focused Vayne in that situation. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is actually very important. I didn't say anything about this.
Yeah, well, I should keep fighting back.
You had vision of Vayne right now. You, as a ranged character, as a rule of thumb on team fights, you never want to be in auto attack range of 2 people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to be here. So right now you just kite towards your team in this situation. If you're in auto attack range of 2 people as a ranged character, you're just gonna die. In that situation, if you had ulti, I would have focused this guy. You're a lot. It's a lot easier to kill this guy than Vayne. She also has shield bow. Even if you're gonna die there, like it's just worth it. You're not gonna kill Vayne. Unless you're stupidly fed, you could be in auto attack range of more than 1 person, but normally that doesn't happen.
I mean, I'm pretty stupidly fed, but so are they.
True, but yeah, exactly, so are they. It's kind of sad, like this types of game happen way more often than they should, where you're the Kayle and you win early game and your team just feeds. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yo, by the way, I got accused of being a smurf on my second account because my second account right now, so my main is plat 2 50 LP with like 53% win rate, right?
Okay.
Very normal plat 2, and my second account is plat 1 95 LP with 66% win rate.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's because of the win rate. And I mean, you're playing really well. Again, your macro is really good for your elo.
Yeah, my second account just is doing a little bit better right now.
Yeah, exactly. You should 100% get better at team fighting though.
Yes.
what I would do is try and go an ARAM. Literally go ARAM and try and pick as many.
Reroll until I get ranged characters.
Exactly. Reroll until you get ranged characters and try to team fight as them.
Oh, quite okay. I've been considering what second role or champ I should learn to kind of learn the most out of playing a second role or champ, I guess. Like before, my most recent one I learned a lot on was when I was playing Camille and stuff. But now I'm thinking, I was thinking maybe TF for like the map awareness and just like
second role as a mid,
like map tempo. Well, okay, I'll finish the question, I guess. So one of the things I was thinking was TF for like map tempo and map awareness.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was thinking of is maybe learning just to play ADC, so that like just learning better positioning.
I mean, you can play whatever secondary role you want.
Well, I don't really mean like what do I queue secondary? Like okay, so like
you want to
before, but it's the idea that like just playing Kayle isn't very good at teaching you everything you need to know to play Kayle, right?
Yeah.
And so it's the idea of like I want to get more experience in other roles so I can learn things that I don't tend to learn while playing Kayle. So for example, when I played Camille, I learned a lot more about like how to trade in lane and stuff, and like how to actually like abuse early game trades and stuff.
Yep.
And so I want to like pick another champ to try to learn something from, again, similar to that. And so like from that I've considered like, hey, do I want to play like TF to learn about map awareness and tempo and stuff, or do I want to play ADC to learn about positioning? Or like what
I would
are there
prefer
any like
two.
things in particular where you're like, this champ or this role will teach you a lot about the mistakes you're making on Kayle?
Okay, I would say 2. ADC, I would not say ADC, but I know that your positioning and your team fights are not that great. So ADC will help you a lot on that.
Okay,
So
I can
ADC
also,
and also jungle. I think every person should at least know how to track a jungler when they're jungling, because that's
jungle
very
was the
important.
third one I was thinking, but I jungle's the third one I was thinking, but I really don't want to.
I think your map awareness is good. I don't think the like trying to learn Twisted Fate mid it's gonna help you out that much.
Okay. I disagree. I feel like I miss a lot of fights. I feel like I like don't miss a lot of like fights that are going on. Like I'm just not super aware of them.
Okay,
But
okay.
so when you say maybe not ADC normally, is that because of like the bot lane, or is that because of like the champions?
Because you should know how to team fight and position just playing Kayle. But if you're struggling with that and that's your biggest weakness,
I think her ult is kind of a crutch. Like in Kayle, like you always have the option of going in, of like just going ham, you know. Whereas like a lot of like if you play Sivir, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna flash in and dive their backline, you know.
But on team fights, you almost never want to do that. The best kill ults on team fights are first when they're literally sending absolutely everything. Like, okay, you want to play as a backline every single time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I play team fights way too fast, I think. Like I think
Exactly.
I just go too ham.
You want to play as a backline always. If they focus you ult yourself. And if they're not focusing you focus your front lane. You ult your front lane. That's the best way to play Kayle on team fights. If you think you're going in because of your ulti, you should correct that.
Yeah, and that's why like something I was saying where it's like I think like ADCs like teach positioning a little bit better than Kayle, because on Kayle it's like if you get like, you know, if they throw hard CC at you and you get hit, or if you know, like dash into their or you like greed for a kill or something, like your ult is like a little bit like it bails you out, right?
Yep.
Like it bails you out in the sense where it's like it saves you, but then you don't really have an ult after that. You know what I mean? Like it
exactly.
It can teach you bad habits. Whereas like if you play like a more standard ADC, like I don't know who would be like. You play like Kog'Maw or something, where it's like if you get hit by CC, you're just done.
Yep. It just creates bad habits. You're absolutely true about
Yeah,
that.
who would be the best ADC for that? Like Kog'Maw, maybe Varus, maybe Ashe, maybe.
Kog'Maw.
Okay, I'm becoming a Kog'Maw one trick.
Kog'Maw because okay, first of all, as Kog'Maw, your position has to be impeccable. That's the first thing.
Yep.
As Ashe, you can still use your ultimate to like kite people. You still have a slow. You still kite people. Varus, you have your ulti. You can kite people with that. You have your E. You can kite people with that. Kog'Maw, you have literally just your E, and that's basically simulating Kayle having her Q. I think Kog'Maw's E is a little bit better than Kayle's Q for kiting, but still.
Can you even build AD Kog'Maw this season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the ADC meta, but I don't think Kog'Maw is that bad. I know he's getting buffed or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, all his builds on pro builds are 80. So I wasn't sure. Like, do people only play AP now? Like, I don't know what people build.
No, bot lane they only play him AD. Kog'Maw is really good. Okay, first of all, first of all, you get positioning. You're if you play Kog'Maw, you're gonna be insane at positioning and actually knowing where to attack and when to attack and who to attack in team fights. And also, you're kind of shit in early game and you're kind of good in late game, so that mimics Kayle a lot. So that's why Kog'Maw is a very good pick for that.
Yo, should I play Kog'Maw mid just because, like, I don't know.
You're gonna struggle a lot if you play Kog'Maw mid, because most of the time you're not gonna have any AP on your team, and you're gonna have to go AP, and it's not gonna be this. You're not gonna be learning the same as Kog'Maw AP than Kog'Maw AD, because the playstyle changes a lot.
Okay.
As Kog'Maw AP, you're not gonna auto attack as often. You're just gonna abuse your E and ultimate. And you don't want that because you actually want to learn how to play and position as an ADC. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say something about this. Okay, you see Elyst right there. You shouldn't be standing here.
Yeah, that was just really bad. No awareness.
Okay. Wait.
This wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say
in my head they had a minion wave for some reason.
Okay.
I don't even know if it was right, even if they had a minion wave.
Okay, let's go back. Let's see what was happening. You have Sivir, Karma, and Pantheon. Sivir's literally the best wave player ADC in the game. So even if they have a minion wave, you can literally just walk back. It's 20-minute mark. You have home guards, so you literally just go really, really fast. No reason to DP there. Okay. Now you're kind of screwed because you have no TP. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Best play right now is to go bot, farm as much as possible. You can't do that. And they pick any of you with their team. You're just gonna blow up. Not much you can do about that. It's kind of sad. You have ward. No, you don't have ward. I would place a ward here if you had one. It's really good. Damn. This is so bad. Oh, not that bad. Okay. They got Baron, but you're gonna win that team fight. Not really, though. Oh, this Fane's just really fed. Sad. Okay, let's see that again.
I go into the Baron. I should Yeah, I just went too fast again. Like I shouldn't have pushed into the Baron pit.
Okay, let's just see what happens. I would... Oh, okay. Again. I would focus here. The Elyst. Let's see that again. You avoided this guy's Q, right? Right now, I focus the Gangplank in this situation until this girl comes back down. Once she's back down, I don't want to be in auto attack range of 2 people at the same time. And this Elyst is literally... She's the jungler. She's the most important person when there's an objective. So you want to focus this girl as hard as possible.
Okay.
You don't go for these guys right now. You go for the Elyst. That's so bad. Like this Brand literally 1v5 that. Brand, like mid Brand, once he gets a couple items, he's really scary into like team fights like that. 5v5 team fights.
Yeah, like I think kind of what was going through my thought process is like I had to like Brand was ulting, right? Like Brand was dealing damage to me. So I had to ult. And I was like, I can't move in and ult. Like I'm not gonna be able to do anything to them. So either I ult and just block Brand damage, or I ult and use it to take out Vayne, and then Vayne just kills me.
You're not gonna...
I did not manage to use it to take out Vayne.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like Immortal Shield Bow, you're not gonna take out Vayne like that unless you're like AP.
I think we still lose if I back off though. Looking at it now, like even if I back off, because then Vayne just still kills us all because I have no ult.
Exactly. Like I don't think you guys were gonna win that team fight out of the way that Vayne and that Brand were just way too strong. Okay. Let's assess the situation. I don't know what level you are. Let me see. Level 14. Okay, this is gone. Next objective is Dragon. You're gonna have TP by then. I would go top here. Take this, and go top. If they go to get caught 1v like in team fights where they're not gonna win, that's just their fault. If they want to low stack game, it's just their fault. Take this. I mean, this guy's already top, so you can actually kill this guy really easily. Okay, this guy was right here. I would have went for this guy. I think that's a free kill. Okay.
Yeah, I want to comment on something. I wonder if you have any comments on it. It's not really a question. I just wonder if you have any comments on it. If I don't know, just if you think this leads to any areas I should specifically improve on. But I feel like I'm improving a lot in terms of game knowledge. But I feel like I'm not actually improving in terms of gameplay. Like I'm able to like see so many things now. Like I feel like I understand the game much better. Like I can look at things. Like I can look at champions and like notice like all these patterns now. And I can look at things and be like, okay, this is where this went wrong. Or I can like even look at like the difference in elo between like when I'm plat 2 and plat 1. Like the difference between like a plat 3 player and a plat 1 player, I used to kind of look at them and be like, well, the plat 1 feels harder to play against. But now I look at them and I'm like, I can see like, I can actually look at them and be like, I can actually see the differences now between like the elos. Yep. But so like, I feel like I understand the game a lot better than I did like a couple months ago, but I'm not actually playing at a higher level.
Okay. In my opinion, you should focus a lot on learning how to position and learning your team fight.
Okay.
And learning that's about it, because the rest of your gameplay as Kayle. Okay, yeah, map awareness.
Yeah.
The rest of your gameplay as Kayle is very, very good. But you have to, okay, first of all, you have to be a little bit more aggressive. When you were on top side, you could have taken this for free. And maybe taken this.
it's not so much being more aggressive as knowing when to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
Because
obviously.
I'm also too aggressive sometimes.
And in team fights, you have to learn how to position, but that doesn't come with knowledge. You know that. You have to just play the game a lot. And again, go to ARAMs, reroll until you get an ADC, or just start a new account and permapick Kog'Maw.
Yeah, and I think I'm stuck in like this mindset right now where it's like when I click R as Kayle, I want to like be killing someone. You know, I want to, you know, if I need to click R, like I want to be like going in and like blowing someone up.
Yeah.
Where I should not be thinking like that.
No, most of the time that doesn't happen. Most of the time you're using your ulti to prevent damage. That's the most important part of your ulti, prevent damage. It's not really doing damage. We actually have a very different mindset. When I ult, I literally never ult to kill people. It's just to prevent damage.
Yeah.
And that can be either with me or with my initiator. In a team fight, if you got a good champ that can initiate a team fight and you ult them, that basically turns around most games, even if you're losing. But because you're blocking a lot of damage, if you can block a lot of damage and a lot of cooldowns, you're just gonna win that team fight most of the time.
Yeah.
But again,
Well,
I would literally just focus on getting better positioning. That's not gonna happen as fast with Kayle. So creating a new account and trying to go Kog'Maw every single game will help you out a lot on that. It'll
is
help.
that even as helpful if I'm like playing Smurf games?
Yeah, it is. It doesn't really matter if you're
Because
playing
I feel like
Smurf games.
I remember when I was leveling up on my account and like people were like rage quitting like every game. Like every game ended up being like a 4v5. When I was leveling.
When you're leveling, but when you're level 30 and you're in ranked, people don't really AFK that much. Yeah, it takes a lot.
30.
There's some ways to get a level 30 account. I'm not going to say them right here because I'm recording, but I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe even like ADC and you get it as a secondary role.
I could also just play it in like Flux Q.
That's also true. You can just play it in Flux Q. Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it was basically that. You learn Kog'Maw, you learn a new champion, you learn a new role, you learn how to position. You can accelerate your positioning. You can accelerate learning positioning because you don't really learn positioning that well with Kayle, especially since you're half of the game you're not even ranged. Not half, I'm exaggerating there. But some of the game you're not even ranged. And as an ADC, you're normally going to be more in team fights than as Kayle. Because as an ADC, you're next to Dragon, and you're not completely useless till you're level 11. While as Kayle, you're going to be avoiding absolutely every encounter till you're level 11 most of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Or just play ARAM. You're literally going to get a team fight every 30 seconds.
I can't try. I can't like try hard in ARAM though. It's like impossible. You know, you get into ARAM and you're like, well, let's coin flip and see what happens.
That's true, but if you're trying to improve, like when you don't get ranged characters in ARAM, yeah, just have fun. But when you get ranged characters, just try and improve as much as you can with your positioning. And again, try and only be in auto attack range or in range from one person at the same time.
Okay.
That's why a lot of people, they're kind of stupid. When you're playing Kayle, when I play this in lower elos, this happens to me a lot. Let's say this is Kayle the Ward, and they have a Ornn and a Caitlyn, and I'm getting focused 1v2. I'm trying to obviously attack the Ornn because I'm in range of him and I don't want to get in range of a Caitlyn. Right?
Yeah.
I get flamed for that a lot. They're like, why are you focusing the tank? Why are you not focusing Kayle? Because if I focus Kayle, I have to get in range of them two. I'm just gonna die, 100%.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of like what led me towards like this playstyle. Like, I don't think I've always had this playstyle, but I think it is what kind of led it to me recently, where I've just had a ton of fights where just like the problem is kind of like when you play Kayle, you don't really have a front line when your enemy often does.
Yep.
And so I feel like I've had so many times where it's like, okay, well, you kill their front line, but then how does that help if the rest of your team is dead?
Yep. That's the problem with Kayle. That's one of the biggest issues with Kayle. Most of the time, you're not going to have a front line because, well, a lot of the meta in jungling right now is not picking a tank. It's literally picking Kha'Zix, Evelynn, Elyst, Lee Sin.
Best Kayle duo is Nunu.
Yep. So you're literally never gonna have a tank. Your tank is literally your ultimate. So
Yo, do you get people picking Master Yi because they think Yi Kayle is good?
I
Like,
haven't
do you get
noticed
people
that.
like I've had people who like don't play Yi at all, and they'll pick Yi because they're like, "Oh, Kayle Yi is good," and I'm like, "No, it's not."
I haven't noticed that, honestly. Haven't really noticed. I don't play again. I don't play with a lot of Master Yis. By the way,
It's not often, but sometimes it happens, and I'm like, these people like Kayle plus Master Yi is not a good combo unless you're like in comms.
yeah, that's true. You can't contest that dragon, obviously. Right now, you try to go bot, by the way. This game's pretty screwed. Okay. Thing is, this guy is literally supposed to be an early game champion, and he's 101 CS at a 30-minute mark. So, yeah. AD Kayle doesn't have the best late game in the world.
Yeah.
So AD Kayle, I'd say AD Kayle has a comparable late game to what, Twitch, Kog'Maw, Jinx.
Yeah.
But AP kills where she actually is insane. So right now you're not even like insane, and this guy is really far behind. So
Yeah. AD Kayle is like you become like a late game ADC. AP kills when you become like a Vlad or a Kassadin kind of champ.
pass it. Yeah, exactly. You're disgusting as AP Kayle. I've had a lot of comments lately saying, why do you say AP Kayle's better than AD Kayle late game? I was like, dude, what the fuck? Seriously.
It's not really comparable.
It's night and day, man. Okay, so let's focus on the game here. Let's focus on the game. Right now, you just try and clear as fast as possible. Okay. This wave is literally over here, so you don't have to worry about this wave. You try and clear this as fast as possible and try and see if they actually dive you. But, yeah, game's not looking great. Especially this brand is literally... This Pantheon's insane, man. He lost his Starix gauge for no reason. It's one of those games, like, right now you can't do shit. Maybe clear this and try and force them, like, go mid. But, okay. You stood here 10 seconds for no reason, by the way. Watch.
But I mean, what else am I doing?
You have two options. Go back and restore your health. Or go mid and try and clear this. But not, like, stay there for no reason.
Isn't it kind of like suicide to clear mid here?
No. You're good. Let me see. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I would just go for it, honestly. I don't think they would have. If you would have pathed this way, if you would have pathed this way, it was not as suicidal. I mean.
Okay.
But just staying here for 10 seconds, or just back and restore your HP and then just go like right here, go bot lane.
Okay.
Like right now you can't do shit. Your team is completely fucked. The worst part is this guy got Serpent Fang. Like, this is the thing. Even if you mess up a lane so hard, the good thing about top lane is that if you're playing a champion that's decent, you can literally just go tank if you got fucked. And just be utility.
Flank.
Exactly. Just go... For example, if you're playing Darius, you just go tank afterwards. If you're 0-3, I'm just gonna play tank and just let my team carry me. This guy literally understands what he's supposed to do. He got fucked. He got Randuin's Omen. He got Serpent's Fang because you guys got this guy's shield, and Karma. So he's just literally being a utility bot right now. Which is good if you play like champions like this. But it's really bad if you play Kayle. Because you can't do that shit. You can't coin flip the game and just rely on your team with Kayle that much. It's not gonna happen. If you're 0-4 with Kayle, you just lose. Because then you're not useful. I mean, you got your ulti, but still.
I'm always so conflicted whether to play top or mid Kayle. They both have so many problems.
Yeah. I mean, mid Kayle is a little bit better though. Like, you get most of the time you get a front line. Well, some of the time you get a front line.
That's like the biggest thing where you actually have a team comp.
Exactly. Lane is way shorter, so it's a lot easier to play. Yeah. You're not gonna get frozen as hard. But
the problem is you end up screwing your team over early game.
Yep, that's the problem. That's the problem. You can't really help out your jungler early game. But again, most of the time in higher elos, most of the time when you lose as Kayle is literally because they freeze on you level 4. So that's not as easy in mid lane. A lot of people on mid lane don't have the best wave management. I've noticed that. Even in bot lane. Like mid lane,
oh yeah,
you get a lot of people that just perma shove into you, so it's literally just
I don't know what elo bot lane actually gets any sense of wave management in.
It never. Dude, I've literally played... When I get autofilled bot in my Masters or Grandmaster games, I have literally seen people perma push the wave when they shouldn't. And they have no knowledge of wave management. It's insane.
My theory is that it's because there's two people, so when one person tries to learn about freezing and stuff, they'll have the other person like auto shove on them and they'll just give up. And be like, screw it, we're just perma shoving. I don't want to learn this with someone else. I
don't know, it's just ridiculous. Whenever I get an ADC when I support autofill top, I literally just perma freeze on them and they don't know what to do. And that's the problem with top lane. You actually have to be a god at this game to be a higher elos. Like mid, you can that's the thing. With mid, you can literally pick a roaming champion, perma push, and then just roam, and you're gonna get higher elo with that. Bot lane, doesn't really matter. You don't even need wave management.
What's that? Some rumble mid? So I swear it's so broken in platinum.
Dude, rumble mid is broken in every single elo right now.
Okay.
Dude, rumble mid is so overpowered. And you know what's the best part? They're literally just gonna buff. They're literally just gonna nerf their auto attack damage, which is insane.
I thought they were gonna nerf his wave clear, but nope.
Nope. Nothing.
Because it's his auto attack when he's overloaded, right?
Wait. This girl actually got dragon. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Whenever Rumble has Alternator right now, he literally just one-shots you, which is insane. I've never in my 8 years of playing this game gotten one-shot by a Rumble. Till this week. It doesn't happen. It's supposed to be a damage over time champion, but it just does. Like, it's insane the amount of damage.
Yeah, I lost a duel the other day against a Rumble where I was like 80% HP and he was like 20, and I still he just killed me from 80%.
Yep. Okay, I mean,
Like
not
level
much.
3 or 4.
Not much we can say about this. Like, this game's pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have Dragon. You can maybe engage here. And, dude, what the fuck was that engage from Pantheon? Okay. Okay, you ulted him. Very nice. You have Dragon, so you should be winning this. But, again, this skill's just insanely stupidly fed. Vayne is insanely strong late game. I think Vayne has better late game than Kill AD. So yeah, not much you can do about that. Maybe, I'm not sure.
I never see a Vayne go even and get to late game. Like I have only seen fed Vaynes and inting Vaynes. I've never seen one in between.
Yeah,
so I don't have much to say about how they are late game. Either they hard carry or they're useless. It's one or the other for me.
That's true. Because a lot of people that pick Vayne are not good at her, but this is one of the best ADCs late game, dude. She's on the tier as maybe, I don't know, not Kog'Maw, maybe Twitch. She's on the tier as Twitch late game or Jinx.